Hi there. I'm glad to see you this Wednesday. So today's story from the Spark Story Bible is Jesus heals two blind men. Here we go. Jesus was leaving the city of Jericho on his way to Jerusalem. A big group of people followed him as he walked. Along the way, two blind men were sitting by the side of the road. The men cried, "Help us, Jesus!" "You shouldn't bother Jesus. Be quiet," the crowd told the men. But the men shouted even louder, "Help us, Jesus!" Jesus stopped in front of the men and asked, "What do you want me to do for you?" "Jesus, we want to be able to see you, the birds, the trees, and even each other," they said. Jesus' heart filled with love and care. He touched their eyes. They could see. Jesus had healed them. The end. Wow, that's a pretty cool story. And it teaches us a lot about how we should treat people who are different, doesn't it? The people in the crowd didn't want Jesus to be bothered. They wanted Jesus to keep teaching the way that he was and not pay attention to the two men who were blind. But what did Jesus do? Jesus stopped and he talked to them and he made sure that they knew that he cared about them, right? And then he healed them. Now, we don't have the ability to heal people, but we do have the ability to love people. We can love people just like Jesus did, especially when they are having a hard time or they are different. It's important to love people who are different because that's the way we show people how Jesus wants us to treat others. So I want us to think about, what does it feel like to be blind? Sometimes it's easier to show love to people who are different if we understand their differences, right? So let's take some time and try an activity out. I want you to close your eyes like I'm doing. And I want you to sit wherever you are and think, what can you feel? If you can't see, what can you feel around you? Well, let's see. I feel my couch. It's nice and soft. And I feel the Bible that I just put down by my side. It's hard. I feel my clothes on my body. I feel the air because my feet are hanging because Deacon Shari is short. I feel my glasses on my face. So you can feel a lot of things. I wonder if that's what it feels like to be blind. That you can feel because you can't see. What about sound? What can you hear with your eyes closed? I hear my air conditioner humming. If I listen really closely and quietly, I hear Cracker Jack snoring next to me. I hear my tummy growling because I'm a little hungry for lunchtime. What kind of things did you hear? What kind of things did you feel? I bet that one of the gifts that people who are blind have is that they can feel and hear things that we take for granted, that we don't pay attention to, right? So maybe there's a way to learn from people who are different. And by learning from them, we can show love and they can show love to us. That's what God wanted us to do. That's what Jesus does. And that's what we should do too. Well, I'm glad to see you all today. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about what it means to love people like Jesus does. Remember, God loves you very much. So do I, and I'll see you tomorrow.